Water is hydrogen and oxygen. Utilizing renewable power, oxygen and water can be split, producing oxygen for the air and hydrogen for power, transport, and industry. Hydrogen is an energy carrier in the same way electrical power is an energy carrier. However, it's superior in several ways. It can be stored, transported, utilized for heating, transport, industry, and power. Renewables should be placed where there is weather that powers those assets to produce hydrogen fuel, then importing that fuel. The production output of renewables can be increased by a factor of 2, 3, 4, and even 5 in high production locations. This reimburses the hydrogen losses and results in a higher total quantity of power. The power grid is already congested. In many locations optimal for renewables, integration and licenses are not given for new renewable power projects. The Western nations have reduced their CO2 level below 1990 levels. However, worldwide CO2 levels have skyrocketed since the 90s. It is possible to produce solar power at 14.8 euro per megawatt per hour. This would result in a variable hydrogen production price of 0.85 euro per kilogram of hydrogen. Where the industry standard depending on natural gas prices, hydrogen is priced at 1.4 euros per kilogram. Transporting hydrogen rather than power is a lot lower priced, by a factor of around 14.6, or in other words, is only 7% of the price for the quantity of power transported. Renewable power can be balanced in salt caverns. The storage price is around 5,000 times less than lithium-ion batteries. With the hydrogen gas grid, hydrogen can be supplied to fuel cells, where households can produce power themselves at 30% variable price of what they pay the utilities. In addition, with the hydrogen gas grid, low-price petrol stations can be placed. If this would be done by a bridge project utilizing natural gas, the CO2 from transport would already be 40% less. Hydrogen gas be used in all forms of transport: trucks, buses, shipping tankers, trains, forklifts. You can't build a reasonably priced 100% renewable system without hydrogen. Rather than new hydrogen grids, the EU wants to invest 2.2 trillion by 2050 in a new transmission grid that will allow 80% of the grid to be renewable. Of the power price paid by households and businesses, only a quarter is for the production of power. The rest is transmission, distribution, and profits